I'm Mark Yarick. I've been with the Small Business Development Center at UNF since 2014. I work in a one-man office in Live Oak, Florida, which is on the western frontier of the UNF's 18-county area. It's a rural area, and that's how I got tagged as the ag guy. And so I work in the 18-county area, specializing in helping agricultural enterprises, in addition to doing regular small business work. I work at the Small Business Development Center because I'm also a product of the Small Business Development Center. In 2002, I started a business in Live Oak, and shortly thereafter, a Small Business Development Center consultant wandered into my shop. And while I was an expert at what I was doing, he helped me on the business side, which I didn't know anything about. So now I get to fulfill that role for other businesses and ag enterprises throughout North Central Florida. Working in small North Florida counties, and I cover probably 5 or 6 sort of in the business area, and then I go further out when we get into ag enterprises. But working in the small counties is very fulfilling because the small businesses, a lot of times they are really small, and it's great to see them gain success, add employees, and see them move forward. A lot of them, the startups, there's not really financing available for them, so almost all the successful ones that I've helped have had to bootstrap and struggle to get where they are. But I find in general they're driven, and they're going to do what it takes to get it done. And you look at them a couple years later, and they've got 2 or 3 or 4 employees. They're doing well, they're cash flow positive, and they're happy that they're doing what they're doing and that they took the step to do that. So that's exciting to see in the small communities. The agriculture industry is also a very exciting and diverse industry, and I work with folks that are doing cutting-edge technology in food growing. I call it food manufacturing. They're growing year-round. They're growing inside. They're growing organic, which is really hot right now. I also work with a lot of small producers that grow on, say, 5 acres and less, and most of their sales are through farmers markets and restaurants and small retail outlets. And then you have these bigger ag enterprises that are, row crops and huge, and we're looking into exporting plans and things with them to move their product overseas. So the ag is super diverse, super big. Also on the animal side, I'm working with a couple of dairies, which is very interesting and a very challenging industry right now. So the ag really, it's a huge and diverse business industry out there, and it is a business. And the ag also has the extra component of added value. So a lot of times you move away from the actual raw product into other things that they're doing to add value to that product. Any types of processing or anything that's done on the raw product has to go through special certifications and special regulations. So once you go from the raw product forward, there's a whole new set of things that have to happen there. So it's very exciting, diverse, and huge industry. And I heard at a meeting this week that 13% of all the farming in Florida is done in North Central Florida. When they talk about the SBDC being a resource partner, a lot of times it's just digging in and doing research and making sure that all your T's are crossed and your I's are dotted, because there's Department of Environmental Protection regulations, there's farm regulations, there's cities regulations, county zoning regulations. We started a series called Growing for Profit that we've hosted I think about 4 times with the Extension Service from UF, and it's a pretty involved series where we bring in people from the zoning department, we bring in lenders, we bring in accountants, and we bring in insurance people, and we bring in lawyers, and we give the farmers access to all these people where they can ask all their questions and go through all the regulatory issues that they're going to face.